Okay, I'm on junior today, or hello Mr. President, and I want to talk a bit about flying changes or talk you through how I would do them and how I teach a horse how to do them, and hopefully it maybe just helps you a bit to understand, because quite often a problem I see is when someone's asking for a flying change, say we're cantering right to left for example, they canter up to the middle and then bang their outside leg on quite strongly, to get them to do it, and the horse rushes off. And if he doesn't do it, the harder they bang their leg the next time, And it's not, you're not teaching the horse, you need to get them to understand what we want, they don't know what we want. Now, what I want to teach the horse is I want to stay on the normal rhythm. I want to engage him. And then I actually want this hind leg to start getting faster so that it almost overtakes the other leg, if you like, exaggerating. So I want him to be cantering like this leg, get a bit quicker, and then it just becomes so easy for him to make the flying change. So how do I do that? I canter across the middle, make sure my leg aids are clear, so the right leg's forward, left leg's back a little bit. When I want to make my flying change, I just start niggling a little bit with my left leg when I'm going left to right. And that is asking the horse to become more engaged behind, so he gets more energy in his canter behind. When I feel he's at the point where he's almost overtaking his other leg, I'm going to ask for a slight bit left bend, an outside leg, seat bones really ideally, and just ask for the change. But they have to do the flying change when we ask, not just whenever they want, or it's gonna create problems for us. So in the arena, in the jump in a ring, if we land on the wrong leg, we want to be able to just ask the commands, nicely change, and the horse stays in the rhythm. It's in a relaxed way. It's not, they don't fall into the canter, they don't fall into the change and rush off and then rush us into problems. Okay, so maybe I'll just do one or two there, and it might just be a bit easier for me to try to explain and teach really. So we want to get to the end point where just canter along the middle, left leg, left leg, left leg, right leg. That it's just there's no stress about it. He does it very easy and nice. Get to the point where just think about doing one and he does it, So again, this side it's the opposite obviously. So right leg, right leg, right leg, left leg. Okay, that one maybe wasn't just as good. And okay, in dressage terms, it might be a little late or something. For our job, it has to be just nice and smooth, and it happen when we want it to happen. Yes, if you want absolute perfection, there's never any harm in all of us having dressage lessons. I mean, they are the experts in it. Like they would want the horse to be a lot straighter, and it's very, very important for them. But for us, they want to be able to do the flying change as and when we want, and wherever that be in the arena, And at the same time, and it just gets to the point that it's really nice and easy for them. And at the same time, they've got to do it when we want. If we've not asked them to do it, you've got to keep your leg aids clear, and he should just go into counter canter. There's no stress or anything. It's just, I've just kept my leg aids clear. So it's about getting him to understand that when I start putting left leg, left leg, left leg, and right leg, it's like what I'm asking him for is engagement in his canter, and then the energy get more behind, and then the change just becomes so easy and natural for him. Good lad. And okay, that's for me, that's the end goal. Like that's what I'm looking for in all my horses. I want it just to be a nice, no stress, relaxed, nice, easy in your rhythm, and change, you know. That's going to help us in our course rather than it be stressful and throwing them into the canter. Now, what also I want to just maybe say, I'll maybe do this on a young horse, might be a lot better one time. But if I was doing it on a young horse, or if I can imagine people saying, oh, you know, but you know, that just doesn't work, or it doesn't just happen with my horse, or, you know, they still run into it. So if it's becoming an issue, I'd maybe do it a little different, you know, say with a young horse, say with a young horse, I would be turning here, for example, and I would go to the corner, and you're asking the same aids, because we're nearly asking him to leg yield to the corner with our right leg. We're pushing our right leg on, and then on the corner, you're asking for the change. Okay, I maybe asked a bit too much there, but you get what I mean. And again, if they're still not doing it as a young horse, I would put a pole down there. So I'd put a pole down, then still left leg, right leg, you know, over the pole. And it just becomes easier for them to understand. So, you know, it's not that they don't want to do it, they just don't understand about doing it, you know. Right leg, change, you know, even if there's a pole there, that helps for the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. To get a bit more height in it, if you like. So left leg, right leg. You know, and it's hopefully that's helping you understand how I understand it and how I feel it's easier for the horse, if you like. And yeah, I just think that can help. As I said before, you know, if you really want absolute perfection, you know, the dressage guys are amazing at them, you know. So, but for our jumping job, I want to just see a nice in the rhythm change. If we're a little bit late behind or something, it's not the end of the world, as long as the change is nice and as and when we want it, you know. Good boy. Good lad. Okay.